Previously, on the last arc of the Lineage of Moonreach, we had journeyed to the Beldorak with hopes of finding a weapon powerful enough to destroy Calcifer's phylacteries. While inside, we uncovered some mysteries of the dwarves, met some new people in the Karagar who had their own customs and way of life. There was a little murder mystery happening. We were blamed for it for a while, but we got on their good side. Finally, they allowed us into the forge itself, where our old friend Aro was trying to relight the forge to his own ends. Everyone worked their asses off and fought Aro in order to give me enough time to forge a new weapon. Things were looking pretty intense as I was hammering the Ninrakaz Karag, but in the end, we ended up relighting it. But at the last minute, Maria sacrificed her own spirit and pulled herself and the Nightmare Diamond into the Fade. Now we were hurled in different groups all across the material plane, and none of us are quite sure where we are.
The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach.
Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Holy fucking shit!
We're in a new arc.
Arc, you ready?
Hey!
We have fun.
I don't like this. I don't like it.
Yes, we are a 5e Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table, we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I play Willem.
I'm Elijah, and I play Hirstag.
I'm Tomas, I play Tomas.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Pinwin.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
And each week we record for your listening pleasure. Right now we're at episode 63, and it's an arc 3. Is this arc 3? Arc 4?
Arc 3.
It's arc 4. Arc 3 on the show, arc 4 total in the campaign.
First arc was Consequences. Second.
As you recall, we were playing this campaign before we started recording the podcast, and we've been trying to kind of keep you guys updated, giving you a little...
There was nothing before the podcast. We
was...
started at fucking level 15 or some shit just for you guys.
Yes, except not. And anyway, and so 4 for you guys, 3 for all the listeners. And so this is likely going to be the second to last arc, depending on how you guys play it.
What was the name of the last arc we were on?
Oopsie poopsies.
Allo oopsies. So the first one was Consequences. Second one was, I think I said Homecoming. Was that what it was?
I don't know. I
say it with confidence.
We went back to
just say it with
Moonreach.
confidence.
And you went back to Arcra. Yeah, I think it was Homecoming.
And so this one's going to be Far From Home.
This arc will be called...
Versus Venom.
Disney, don't at me.
This arc will be called Demons.
There was a demon.
But with an A.
What?
Demons?
Demons?
Yeah.
I said Golden Compass.
I was going to say, yeah. Did anybody else read The Golden Compass? No? Okay.
She just finished it.
I finally caught on, guys.
Nice. Good job.
Did
you
the
like
demon baby turn into a
I did.
demon adult?
And then they got the show coming.
Yeah.
That's why I read it.
His dork materials.
Anyway, so yeah, we play Dungeons and Dragons, guys, and if you like us, please subscribe to our social media, check out our Patreon, check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now let's go to another thing that we like to do, which is around the campfire question. So what this is each week I propose a new question to the players and they answer in character. It's to get to know them a little bit better in character, or for them to just kind of find their voice before we start playing. So this week's question will be, in the campaign, and that means as well before the podcast, what has been the most surprising moment or the most shocking moment to you? Hirstag.
Fresh on the podcast, never before the podcast.
Yeah.
Long time listener,
Man.
first time caster.
There have been a lot of shocking moments. Did I see...
You could have
This is a
heard about
question
something
to
as well.
you. Did we all see the thing that Maria did?
I would say yes.
That's pretty fucking crazy. So, yeah, Maria, like interposing herself between, death and Tomar, I thought was really, really cool. And I was shocked. And also learning that my parents' bodies were being used for stuff. I still need to try to find time to figure that stuff out.
Gotta unpack that.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Hirstag.
You're
Willem,
welcome.
most shocking or surprising moment in the campaign so far?
The most shocking thing that comes to mind immediately for me is when my sister Lewin became a literal god. When she took the place of the
Father.
Yeah, I was going to say the man
He sits on the throne of fire.
on the throne of divines. But yeah, I mean, when your sister becomes a god, that's pretty shocking.
I'd say so. If my sister showed up, she was like, dude, I'm like Jesus now. I'd be like, whoa, let's go party.
I've
Water
got
to
a bunch of water.
wine.
Yeah, I've got so much water that
Oh
we
my
can
God,
swim
we
in.
are going to clean up.
I actually have a friend named Lazarus. Let me let's have some fun.
Tomar.
Probably something way back in like episode 2 or whatever, whenever it was. Realizing that I had not just one but 3 children, and one of them is likely touched by some divine force. That was very shocking. Shocking on top of shocking on top of shocking.
It just didn't end.
Yeah.
Triple take.
Yeah, it was very surprising. Wonder
Just-
what they're up to.
I'm just imagining that Maury episode with Tomar like being surprised.
And Maury's just
casted.
pulling them out of various cubbies. And here's your next child.
Ah.
Is that a baby sound?
No, that's just like
That was Maury.
That was Maury. Yeah, like the creepy
That's some more.
facsimile of Maury in this show. Babies.
Pinwin. Most shocking moment in the campaign.
Well, I mean, part of the fun of adventuring is that every day is a little bit shocking, so that's kind of hard. But so I kind of just thought about the first time I was kind of shocked. So when I went off adventuring, I had intent to fight a dragon. And I came across a group of people who thought they were way good at fighting dragons, and a dragon, like, right away. And turns out they all got eaten pretty much, and Durant came to save me, and he slayed the dragon. So that was pretty shocking, just all of that. And that was my first shock. And it's just continued.
That was my first shock. Very nice.
It was a shock dragon.
And
First time.
Gorbel.
There have been a lot of jaw-dropping moments, but probably the most insane to me was when I found out my chicken is a wizard. Like, how many times has that even happened in history?
Very
Probably
few.
0.
I'd never heard of something like that.
And I mean,
happening.
just her age alone, what the fuck?
Brand new sentence. Found out my chicken is a wizard.
I would have thought like maybe a duck wizard or something. But a chicken, that's bananas. Preposterous.
Poppycock.
Poultry. Fuck. I wasn't very good, I'm sorry. Cut it out.
Paltry. A band named Dibs.
My most shocking moment was actually when Willem sliced that dude's
I
throat
don't think
open.
anybody asked
Who's
you.
talking
I
right
don't
now?
care. You guys will now know the voice.
That actually was very shocking.
That was
to me.
shocking.
And that was
Yeah.
that was also when I was I was kind of like, oh, Willem's like a ride or die. He's back in.
I like that that's like ingrained in your guys' fucking memory. We've killed so many people.
Yeah, but that one was like
Not like that.
that was just like, oh, okay, slice.
We've killed a lot of people. We haven't murdered a lot of people.
Had you been with us like sessions before that in the podcast, you would have learned that we don't just kill people willy-nilly. It's more of like we'll kidnap them and hold them against their will and interrogate them
Then
for
probably
like
kill them.
years on end.
It's
I
much more
guess-
slow burn. Is
Yes.
what they're saying.
I don't know about willy-nilly, but Hirstag over here is killing people
Billy-nilly.
whirlwind-nilly. Like,
Again, killing versus murdering feels different.
I feel like it's not even. I wouldn't call it murder necessarily. It was an assassination.
I loved it.
Also, I don't know that it was a slice. We might have to go back to the
I
tapes.
think
for
you
this.
were repeatedly stabbing
No.
him.
It was just one.
Oh
just
yeah, I
through
think
the
it was
throat.
just like a stab right
Yep,
in the
it was
throat,
just through the
which
throat.
is still worse. I think that's
Sure.
more like just puncture as opposed to like here
What if
you
he
go.
did a stab and then just pulled the knife across?
Ooh.
Well, I
Just
didn't.
up through
no,
the head.
No, I didn't. See, no. I was efficient.
We're gonna put a
and
gore
quick.
warning on this episode.
It was
We didn't
like
put one on the other one where he actually murdered him.
Biggest surprise for them too.
It's okay. You're a murderer. It's fine. I don't know why you feel bad.
I like it because you do the
Embrace
stuff
it.
that we don't have the guts to
And
do.
Tomar is
It's
kind
mostly
of a murderer
because you
as
guys
well.
are constantly making me feel bad about it. Like, remember,
This is
Willem's
a
a piece of shit,
compliment.
guys?
She was talking about how much she liked it.
Yeah.
She likes your murderous ways,
It also
you
like it
horrible
totally
person.
saved my ass.
That's why me and Gorbel are fucking cool.
Gorbel the horrible.
It's a good thing we're not in Deepminster together because I feel like we would just have too much fun.
Oh yeah, we would
Just
fuck
stabbing.
stabbing, fucking,
Fucking.
drinking,
What a wild ride we've
And stab
had,
him.
guys.
and fuck him.
Just a
And drink 'em.
whirlwind of
And kiss 'em.
like debauchery, just spinning like unstoppably through Deep
So anyway, I guess we better find the rest of our party.
Yeah, so how about we get started? Everyone is split up. Let's see here. Who has the most experience points right now? Was it Pinwin?
Probably Pinwin or Tomar. Tomar took home a couple MVPs.
Or how about we do it this way? It's way easier. Who has the highest initiative score?
Not me.
+3.
Oh,
+8.
plus 10?
+7, +10.
He's a rogue.
Damn.
Got the fat ass
Okay.
dicks, yo.
So I think we'll just start with Pinwin and Willem.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Good thing you were able to make it.
Well, yeah. All right. So, Pinwin and Willem, you find yourself in the forest. You guys have been launched forward, laying in the grass, exhausted. It's almost the feeling of plane sickness, like when you were transported, Pinwin, from the Starlight Plane into the Underdark. This might be a unique sensation for you, Willem, but you immediately both feel exhausted. And as you both begin to pass out, you hear in the distance a loud rumbling and an explosion. Very, very far away, but powerful enough to reach you. You don't see anything. And then you pass out. You're awakened by a group of glittering creatures. And as you kind of flutter to life, you realize that you've got some pixies dancing around you. Pinwin, you realize immediately that you guys are in the Blood Forest.
How are they dancing?
They're just like happily like popping around and
Doing pirouettes and stuff?
yeah, like little ballerina moves.
So they're doing like the Dougie.
They're sea walking.
Just
I guess
fucking
it's
straight
a
up,
pee walk.
straight up breakdancing. Head spin.
They're daggering. They're just like super violently throwing each other at the ground.
They're like the thuggiest tiny fake creatures.
Hardcore dancing.
Yo, wake the fuck up, bitches.
They got tiny guns. They're shooting now.
Okay, yes, they're floating above you. They don't say anything, but Pinwin, you realize you're in the Blood Forest.
Oh, hi. What is going on? What was that? Where are we? Oh, wait. No, I know where we are. I know where we are.
And with that, they disperse.
Oh, what is happening?
Well, I think we're kind of near my home. This is the Blood Forest, which is right by Shadeholm. It's part of Shadeholm.
Where's everybody else?
Does Willem know where that is?
You know the Blood Forest is this massive expanse of forest to the north.
Way far away from Werkreg.
Yes. Because Warkreg is in the southwest.
Yeah, we went fucking...
Like, how much time of travel is that?
That is, like, if you're traveling on, like, by horse, that would be weeks.
Fuck.
But by wormhole, baby.
Wish we had wormholes.
Can I
got worms.
tell if
In
that
his
I've
hole.
got holes.
Holes.
I've got rhythm.
Can I tell if that explosion was like in the direction of Shadeholm? I guess I don't know where within the Blood Forest.
You
I
passed,
am.
yeah, you passed out as you don't hear the sound anymore, and it sounded from far away, but you couldn't see it, an origin point. It was so far away that it'd be really difficult for you to tell.
Can you describe what the Blood Forest looks like?
Yeah, so the Blood Forest is very thick. It's dense with fauna and flora of many different varieties. You can see like magical looking insects crawling on like branches and trunks of trees. The trees themselves are very tall and majestic looking, and most of the leaves kind of look almost like they're alive. They have a slight tint to them that gives you the impression that they are indeed magical. And as you look off in any direction, it's despite the kind of glowy nature of everything, underneath the boughs of the trees, it gets very, very dark. You can tell that this is a very magical forest that might be a bit difficult to traverse if you don't know what you're doing.
So not only is it a dense forest and the canopy of trees blocks out a lot of sunlight, just
Yes.
magical properties are also blocking out the sun as well.
Correct.
And when you say blood forest, we talked about the leaves. What color are the leaves?
The leaves right now, they are like a dark green.
Okay, so it's not like straight up blood forest, like the leaves are red and shit. Okay,
Correct.
okay. All right.
Yep, so this is over by Shadeholm, which makes that loud explosion sound a little not... I don't feel great about that. But
How did we get here?
sometimes, I don't know. We've done this before where when we went to that other plane and we met that turtle guy. Did we told you about that, right?
Yeah, it was mentioned.
Yeah. It felt really crappy like this. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand fully. I just know we're here and we went really, really far, which it's kind of convenient because I did want to visit home because the last message I got was kind of like
Where the hell is everybody else?
vague. I don't know. Can we talk to Gorbel? Is she in our heads? Gorbel!
There is no answer.
Okay.
And you guys find that you guys aren't connected anymore. Seems time has passed.
Okay. Well, what do we do? I'm going to... Shadow? Where's Shadow? I actually found him in the Blood Forest.
Shadow is not near you.
Okay,
Well, can we get our
Okay.
bearings? Do you-
okay, I have to, yeah, we can get our bearings. Should, I can do sending and then see if I can contact our group.
I mean, that sounds like something we should definitely
Who
do.
do we contact first?
Are they
Dealer's choice.
are they out in the open or are they
You
among the trees?
You're among the trees, yes.
Hopefully there's no, like, disturbance in the signal.
There's a bunch of towers down.
I only have
Get
2 bars.
anything.
I've only got 2 bars.
So many trees.
That explosion was a tower.
What happened to the pixies?
They
They
disappeared.
fucked
I
up.
fucked up.
They just disappeared. Like
They just kind of
Just danced
faded
off.
away.
They just were like, suck.
Did we see which way they went? Did they all go in the same general direction?
They kind of just dispersed like a
Okay,
cloud.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and cast Sending at 3rd level.
And you find that you are unable to cast Sending. In fact, you guys both find that you are unable to cast any spells, and each
Oh,
one of your
no.
ability scores is down by 1.
Willem, it's not working.
You might want to manually do that on your ability scores so you don't have to count. Okay.
or you can just -1 from your
That's what I was
checks.
gonna do. But
It might not necessarily -1.
Yeah, depending on which
what
one. Like if
number
it's
it
12
is.
and 13, it would just stay the same.
You can just go to override score.
So this is going to be like for a while.
Is that something for
Potentially.
everybody?
Yeah, it will be for everybody.
Okay. So, Mika, you should do that too. Well, then.
Can we decipher what time of day it is?
Yeah, you can roughly tell that it's mid-afternoon.
Okay.
From some of the filtered light through the trees, you can see it's kind of an orange glow.
So by looking at, where the sun is in position in the sky, can we figure out which way is north, west, all that jazz?
Both of you guys give me a survival check,
Yeah.
and you have
should know.
you would have advantage on this
Right.
because it's your favored terrain.
Right. So Willem, can you do anything? Because, mine's just not working. It's not doing anything.
Yeah, I feel just kind of drained.
Yeah, you guys feel very
I'm-
weak.
I'm not feeling the greatest right now. I don't think I
Okay.
think we're in good shape here, but I got a 22 on survival.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm okay, so I should know. I know this place pretty well. I got lost in a really long time. I almost died. It was a whole thing. That's how I found Shadow. But let me just kind of climb up here and see if I notice anything.
What'd you get?
I'll try to climb up a tree. I got.
Did you roll with advantage?
Nope. We're doing survival, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. 18 plus 16.
Okay, so yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
But both of you can pretty much climbing up the trees a little bit to look around. You guys get a vague sense of where you are. Willem, since this is a little bit less familiar of territory for you, you can tell with that survival check that you're pretty far north and pretty far east. And like a lot of the flora that you're seeing doesn't seem super familiar. They seem like variations of stuff you may have seen before, like certain flowers look a little bit different. Okay. So it's you're pretty sure you've never been in this area before.
Sure.
Pinwin, you can tell that you're about an hour jaunt from Shadeholm.
And I still, as I climb up to a tree, I can't see like any smoke or anything from where an explosion would have been.
Nope.
Shit. Okay. Well, I can see what direction Shadeholm is, right?
You would know which direction,
Oh.
but you can't really see it from here.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, all I know is we're an hour from Shadeholm, and that's where my family is, and I want to go check up on them and make sure they're okay. Feel like tagging along?
I just kind of look around as if there's any other option.
I'll try my luck in the forest.
I just
eaten by a
I just start walking up a tree.
5 feet this way, and you're just swallowed.
Giant Venus flytrap. Well, I suppose since we don't know where anybody else is, and if you're sure that civilization is close at hand, let's head that way.
Yay, this is so exciting. You get to see my home. And then guess what? Guess what else you get to
It's
see?
Willem.
So perfect.
And along the whole way, I'll just be like remembering different things that are like so exciting. So guess what you'll see?
More of you.
Definitely. And my family. You're going to see my family, and you're going to see gliders. Remember how I keep talking about those?
Vaguely.
They're so cute and fun. They're up high. And then down below, we have striders.
Gliders and striders.
Big. They're big, but they're
and
friendly. Don't
pinwins.
worry.
Oh, my.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll just keep thinking of things along the way.
So
Are wild striders violent towards people?
I thought they'd be like bunnies.
I thought they'd be
They're just giant bunnies.
They're giant bunnies, but they're giant bunnies.
I mean, maybe they accidentally run over people if you're stupid, but
giant buniculars.
I feel like if a regular bunny were large, it would definitely harm people.
We had pet bunnies that bit us, and they were regular bunnies.
But this is Shadeholm, and it's really sweet, and I feel like the bunnies will be nice.
Roll for initiative.
So you two kind of toddle along through the woods, through the forest. Pinwin not necessarily regaling you, but baffling you with a lot of the input about what you can expect in Shadeholm over the course of about an hour. And you guys approach. And from probably even like the 15-minute mark, Willem, you suddenly become aware that the forest thins out a little bit where you're at, and then off in the distance you can see where the trees have become much taller, and you can see that you're starting to see that there are little habitats built along the trees. You can see lines of something like rope, maybe cord, going from different trees. There's a huge network of trees. You can see that there's bridges that are built, and the strange thing is that it doesn't seem like there's a lot of activity going on there. But you can see this big, beautiful, what appears to be treetop village.
Yeah, I'm actually like kind of into this place. Like, this piques my interest now, and I'm like, oh.
And you see this too, Pinwin, and you're really excited to see it. But both of you give me a perception check. Wait, why'd you roll again?
Halfling?
Oh, did you get a 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Perception.
I got a 13.
Okay.
25.
Okay. Willem, you're kind of just in awe of this. It's a very unique look. So that's kind of what is really capturing your attention. Pinwin, you can see that near like the entrance to the village are 2 guards posted. And they don't appear to be halfling guards. They appear about humanoid size, like medium size, wearing black and purple armor.
Okay. So, Willem.
Okay.
Normally, so we're all halflings here, except for Aster Goodbrick. We'll probably meet him. He's wonderful. But I don't recognize these guards at all. Not that things can't change, but maybe we should be a little protective.
Are the guards halflings as well?
No, they look humanoid. You can see them now that Pinwin has pointed them out.
Well, I mean, halflings are humanoid.
No, medium-sized humanoids, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
They stick out and I'm not good way.
They big.
All right.
They're roughly your size.
Okay. Have they seen us? Can we?
You can't tell.
So we're going to have to come. I wanted to just run with my arms open in a shade home. This just figures I can't do that. So we're going to have to maybe sneak around a little bit, or I don't know. I'm a little nervous because that's the Inquisition. That's not our guards.
Yeah, these look like the guys that were with Romar.
Yeah,
in
they
Starhouse.
definitely are not from here.
This can't.
No, I
This
don't feel
probably
good
can't be
about
good.
this. This
All
is
right.
why the message was so weird. I'm really glad we're back here.
Well, let's.
Do we want disguises? Do we sneak in? What do you think? Or both? Should we get disguisey? I've got some disguisey stuff.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Can we see if there are any other like patrols or any other members of this guard?
Now that you're looking, give me another perception check.
Okay. It's 15.
That would be 36.
So you don't see anything right off the bat, but Pinwin, knowing your village, you know kind of where to look.
Pinwin's got like the fucking Terminator huge
And you see
Predator Terminator.
You see along like kind of like a border wall there, one of the walls that's built up. Off in the distance, you can see that in one of the little guard towers that normally would be reserved for one of the, the cadets or one of the guards of the actual village. There's another Inquisition soldier posted up, looking off, not facing you guys, facing out towards the forest.
Okay, so we have not been seen.
You have not been seen.
Okay, yep, over there. If you look
Is he
really, really
within
closely.
earshot?
He is not, no.
Okay.
He's like probably 200 feet away,
Okay.
300, some overly.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and lure these two out further into the woods,
Okay.
and we are going to subdue
Okay.
subdue them, and one of them looks to be at least roughly about my size.
Oh, are we just going to do a little swap?
We're going to do a swap.
Oh, fun. Okay.
All right. Now, like I said, I'm feeling pretty drained, so I don't think I'm going to be able to use any of my usual tricks.
Yeah, no.
So we're going to have to really just kind of hoof it here.
Luckily, I'm the sneakiest person that you know.
That's false. I'm the sneakiest person that I know. But we'll work on it. Okay, so about how far away are the guards at the gate?
80 feet.
80 feet? Okay, so is there a general path?
Yeah, it's a
that's
clearing.
carved out. Okay.
But you guys are still in the trees.
About how wide are we talking?
I'm so weak. I have -1 strength. I just saw that. Wolf.
I'm -9. I'm -1 charisma bonus.
You're
Me too.
extra grouchy.
Wait, it's -1.
Good
isn't
thing
it?
it's not me and you. And
Each one,
Yeah.
So it'll,
if me and you were a group, we would be
I
not
can't
able
do
to do
magic,
any talking.
and I'm super not strong.
And we'd have no magic.
Yep. I'd be hitting people
Wait,
with
do you
my
not
stick.
have magic though?
I still have +4
No magic?
charisma.
They can't.
I do too.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Also, plus
Hirstag's
more charisma.
fine.
magical items.
Michaela's over there like, they can't.
Well, you didn't specify if the magic items worked or not.
That's true.
Can I do? Oh, I thought it was gonna help.
It does not. Okay, so you've got this wide space, and then off to your right are the 2 guards standing in front of the opening to the city or the village, and you guys are kind of in the trees over there.
Okay.
Over here.
Yep, that's you.
Does the canopy overlap over the path?
Kind of. Sort of in the middle, it's kind of open. So
enough to where, let's say hypothetically, I could climb up the tree, make my way across to get down another tree on the other side of the path without having to just cross the path itself on the ground.
I mean, you'd have to do a little jump.
Sure.
But
Okay.
you could do that.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get on the other side of the path. Going to try and do so that they don't see me just crossing the path, so that we're on opposite sides. We're going to try and make some noise to lure them out, and we're just going to try and take them by surprise. One on each side, do a little turkey shoot. Okay?
Okay. So you want me staying on this side?
Yep, you'll stay here, and I'm going to go across, okay? I start spider walking up a tree.
Okay.
And the boots don't work.
The boots work.
Okay. Thank fuck. And I try and find a branch that gets me as far out as possible.
Give me an investigation.
29.
Okay, yeah, you find a couple of sturdy branches that you think will allow you to propel yourself over to the other side.
Okay. I just do a crouching tiger, hidden dragon shit.
All right.
And I just kind of as quietly as I possibly can, and I try and do a.
Okay, so give me a little sneaky sneaks, and then you're going to give me an acrobatics.
Okay. 35 for stealth.
Sneak? Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, these are literally 2 of my highest.
Even with the negatives?
Yeah.
You're just fuck it.
They're still plus 16, yeah. And then, oh shit, fuck my dick off.
If you insist.
24 for acrobatics.
Okay, so you are quite sneaky, and you very slowly creep to the edge of a branch, and you leap up far enough and then land on the other one that it's barely a rustle. It's just it just sounds like the wind. And if you were to look over, you'd see that the guards are just kind of staring off into space.
Random pixies hold up 9 scores for lack of splash, leaf splash.
Yeah, in fact, he's so
your way over.
In fact, he's so sneaky that you actually weren't able to track him for a second, Pinwin. You kind of lost track of where he was until he ended up on the other side.
I was anime running across those.
Yeah,
I was
Naruto
running across the branches. All right, and then I spider walk down on the other side. Can I see any large-ish rocks?
There's not a ton of rocks around. It's mostly it seems like it's been picked pretty clean.
Okay. I lock eyes with Pinwin across the way.
Pinwin locks eyes with you.
And I kind of hold up a finger to get him ready.
Are you gonna say anything?
No.
Thumbs up.
So are you guys sneaking forward at this point, or?
So yeah, I'm holding up ready, and then I'm gonna say point towards them a little bit, and I just gonna say motion a little bit, and we're gonna move up about 20-ish feet.
Okay, give me. You're probably good with your stealth right now, but go ahead and give me a stealth roll. Little sneaky sneaks there,
20.
Pinwin.
19?
19, fairly stealthy. So yeah, you guys creep along, and you said you want to get 25 feet up or 25 feet away from them.
Just about 20 to 25 feet closer to them.
Okay. And you guys do. You move very quickly but silently through the brush there and the trees. And as you get up there and get into a position, you guys kind of motion towards each other again. But then you hear the two guards. One turns to the other one and says, "Hey, you want to go get some food?" And the other one says, "Oh, I fucking love food, mate. I'm so hungry." And he says, "Well, let's go get some fucking food then." "You've got it, mate. Let's do this." And they turn and they walk into the village, leaving the door completely guardless.
All right. Okay, let's go.
Well, all right. Where was the guard in the tower? Or
Way,
up in the
yeah,
tree?
way off.
Like
in the
you said like 200 feet away?
Yeah, 200 or
Okay.
300 feet away.
All right, so I just kind of look at Pinwin like,
Like very silently, like motioning towards the door.
so I'm like, eh? So we make our way to that gate.
Okay. And you enter the village of Shadeholm. You're immediately greeted, Pinwin, by the sights and sounds and smells of your home. You see like the super tall, super thick trees with the like basically zip lines running across there. You see little wooden bridges that have been built, tons of makeshift homes all built up into the trees, and there's just tons and tons of these guys. But surprisingly to you, it's very quiet. There's usually a lot of activity, people flying around, people, running through, people playing songs, people doing all this stuff. You do see that there are some halflings kind of scattered about, but you also see that there is the presence of some soldiers, some Inquisition soldiers, and there's a very depressing kind of vibe to this whole thing.
I was going to say, is there palpable downtroddenness here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The normal electricity of fun and excitement is not in the air.
I'm just imagining the village from Willow, but not happy. And that dope song is not playing.
My heart's so happy, but it's also kind of sad because there's normally so much more sound. There's like always music, and it's so quiet.
And you
This
guys are
doesn't seem
standing
right.
right out in the open, just FYI.
Well,
We'll-
let's
we'll creep to somewhere, yeah.
get behind a tree here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you guys sneak along. We'll use that rolling sneak there. And you kind of slip behind one of the buildings.
Do we see any halflings that are maybe unattended or less put upon by
Or
by
someone
any guards?
familiar to Pinwin.
Yeah.
So everybody would be familiar to you, Pinwin. You see some very familiar faces, but they all seem like they're very hurriedly doing their tasks as the soldiers kind of wander up and down through the village. And you're kind of looking at every way, but every single time you see somebody that they're not paying attention to you. They seem very concerned about getting something done before something might happen. Basically, you get the vibe that they're not happy.
Oh, Willem, you look so tired and sad and busy.
Yeah, I'm assuming this isn't what you were expecting to come home to. This doesn't look good,
No.
especially with the Inquisition here.
Yeah, we gotta fix this.
Did you guys have any fucking like warlocks in the village?
I don't
No?
think so. No,
What the hell are they doing here?
I don't think so. I have no idea.
All right, we need to find
That's
something
so
out.
weird. Do you think we can just like snatch a guard?
Absolutely.
Let's snatch a guard.
Let's see if we can get to that guard that was up in the lookout tower.
At that moment,
Oh,
you guys hear a,
yeah. Who is it?
and you look up, and you realize that you're outside of one of the like kind of artisan houses. You would know this as like a painter's house, and there's a little flap shutter made of wood, and it's been opened just slightly, and you see a little face and eyes kind of peeking out from from this little slit, and it says, "Hey, Pinwin,
Hi. Who is it? Can I see? Can I tell?
it's me, Lumsa Greenwald."
Lefsa.
And you know Lumsa as one of Baird's children.
Oh my gosh. What are you doing? Oh, I guess.
Just take it out. What you doing?
Maybe we're gonna take out a guard. I don't know.
Ooh, that would be interesting to see.
Maybe we continue this conversation inside.
Yeah, you guys want to come in?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, just come on around.
Okay.
And then you hear, and then the door opens just a sliver, and you can see like this curly, kind of, I'd say like rust-colored hair and like little patchy beard that doesn't look like it's been growing very long on this bright-eyed halfling's face. Willem, you've never seen this kid before, but Pinwin, you know him pretty well. He's like kind of a fireball of sorts. He's full of boundless energy and bad ideas. And he just slides it open a little bit, and then he peeks around the corner, looks left, looks right, and then
Come in.
and he waves you guys forward.
Hurry.
This is just a village of Dennis the Menaces, and I'm the one Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Willem. And so you guys sneak inside, and he closes the door, and he latches it. And Willem, you see that you were in what essentially is a hollowed out section of a tree. It's large and conical, goes clear up probably 100 feet, and there's a staircase that spirals all the way around, and it looks like on different sides it goes into different rooms. But this main area is kind of a cozy little, there's a little fire going, it's a little living area, some comfy little tuffets and stuff, but you realize that not any of the furniture here looks like you'd be able to fit on it.
Sure, I was just going to ask, like, how much overhead do I have here?
Well, that's the one good thing is
It's just straight
it's
up.
super high
Okay,
up.
gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Completely just hollowed out. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Did you say your name was Lumsa?
Yeah, I'm Lumsa.
What's going on here? Do you know what the Inquisition is doing here?
Lumsa, you're so big.
Am I?
Please save it. Please save it.
I've been eating a lot of vegetables. I've been.
I told you need to. It's so good.
You were the keystone in that, like just making me. I never thought about it. Potatoes, they sound so disgusting, but
Lumsa, my boy.
if you put butter on them, they end up being
So
way good, right?
Yeah.
Focus.
And we
Lumsa.
Oh, sorry.
What is the Inquisition doing here?
Oh, those blokes. Let's see. Came a few months ago looking for Pinwin.
Looking for me?
Yeah, they took your family. Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Where did they take them?
I don't know. They've been kind of laying in wait here ever since.
What?
Yeah.
Like all of my family?
Your mum, your brothers and sisters.
What are they
Yeah.
doing with the other villagers? What's going on here? Is this like an occupation?
Sort of. I guess they're taking over all of the Blue Valley, seems like.
Okay, but I'm assuming you've managed to evade capture at this up to this point.
Well, I'm kind of captured inside the village. I'm not allowed to leave the village. None of us are, and we have to keep going about our daily duties.
Okay, so they know of you. You're not in hiding.
No. I'm hiding right now, though.
Sure.
We're hiding, the three of us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, where is their commanding officer?
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Are you able to glean like maybe a hierarchy of command? Like maybe the more important people are in this area of the village? No, nothing.
He's just shaking his head.
All
No,
right.
I don't really pay attention to that. They all look the same to me.
All right.
Pinwin, but potatoes? Like, oh my god, potatoes.
I know. I told you,
Yeah,
and
I
you were
saw
like,
the light. I saw the light.
Yeah. Okay, but oh my gosh, my family though. What is? You
But
no
Pinwin-
idea? Do you know
but
what direction
Pinwin
they went?
potatoes.
I mean, both potatoes and my family both are integral to this discussion.
But Pinwin, famtatoes.
Potatoes.
Po family.
You didn't see what direction? When was this?
Po family.
When was this?
A few months ago.
Are they mean? They seem mean.
Mean? Well, they're not too bad. They seem to not really enjoy their job too much. Like they're kind of put here against their will. They'd rather be doing other things. Apparently, there's like this group of adventurers off out and about just like fucking stuff up. Messing stuff up. I shouldn't curse.
It's okay.
You're fine. Have they harmed any of you?
No. They just won't let us leave.
Well, What do we do?
How do you want to play this?
I don't know. We don't know where my family went. I need to get my family back.
Well, are you guys hungry at all?
Oh my gosh, I am starving.
Why are they looking for you?
I mean, I don't know.
Do they mean you harm?
Apparently, Pinwin's a wanted criminal.
Okay, that's not ideal.
I mean,
These
Isn't-
adventurers that they talk about, have they dropped any names?
They're like a dog or a sheep or a walrus of...
I am the walrus.
Oh,
Sorry. Saw an opportunity. I had to see it.
yeah, some sort of animal group name and...
Wouldn't happen to be the wolves.
Ah, that's one. Wolves.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not wolves. Could it? Is that wolves?
It might be
Dogs.
cockatrice.
Cockatrice.
I'm a wolf. We're not bad guys. We're good. Well, I think we're not bad guys. We're good guys. We try to take out bad guys. But yeah, there's been, I think, like twins of us, kind of, who have been bad guys. Yep. Deceiving people.
Yeah. We can try
Okay,
to trick
so-
the bad guys.
We definitely know that
That's how you do it.
they're trying to find us. I was gonna say that you chill here while I go see what I can find out, but it seems like I'm just as much on the radar as you are. This is just kind of your home turf.
I want to get my family back. Maybe I should just be like, hey guys, and see what they do.
Since they haven't harmed anybody, do we just want to roll with diplomacy on this one?
Yeah, we'll just roll in. We're some nice guys. It's all good, right? We'll just be like, hi, heard you were looking for me.
I'll tell you what. Let's roll with my original idea a little bit. You stay in hiding, and I will approach them diplomatically. And if it looks like I'm gonna get in trouble, just help me out.
Okay. All right.
I feel like you're much more easily hidden in this village. You're able to blend in much better than I am. I'll see if we can approach a resolution diplomatically.
Separating just isn't really a good idea.
We're not
right?
separating.
But what if they
You're gonna
snatch you?
You're going to be following me
Well, yeah. I'll
in
be
hiding.
following.
Remember, you're sneaky, right?
I am sneaky.
Can you be the sneakiest person I know?
Of course I can. Always.
All right.
Okay, so.
So you can shadow me.
Oh.
As I try to
shadow.
find the commanding officer here and see if we can reach a calm and collected resolution.
So you're just gonna talk to him?
At first. That'll be up to them where it goes from there. What do you say?
Okay, we'll try it.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Willem's immediately swept up by a glider.
Roll new character.
Gliders are big ass flying squirrels, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
Sick. I
Yeah.
cannot wait
Yep.
to try and befriend one
Yeah,
and
they're
have
super
myself a
cute.
friend.
Have myself a friend.
I've been talking about him like a while, mostly to Gorbel. So it sucks Gorbel's not here.
So they're just giant sugar gliders.
yes.
Kind of.
Okay.
The halflings use them kind of like as little mounts.
That'd be a way good, like, ranger companion for you.
Yep.
Yeah, why'd you pick a wolf?
I don't know.
Well,
Suck it,
he's
Shadow.
not here now.
Now you can tame
Perfect
another
opportunity.
Got a new one.
All right, so you guys are heading out.
Yeah. Lumsa,
Yes.
any insight into where they congregate the most? Like, where the largest group of them is?
Yeah, they took over the mayor's house. Pinwin knows where it's at.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Pinwin,
All right.
Pinwin. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
And he takes a potato out and he hands it to this big ass potato.
Thank you. I will use this to the best of my ability, and it will fuel
eat it.
me.
Just eat it, Pinwin.
I know it's gonna fuel me, and then I'm gonna be extra sneaky and extra awesome.
Pinwin, are you really a hero now?
I'm so a hero now.
Can you
It's
do
real.
something to prove it?
Yeah. What do I do? See, normally I have magic. Isn't that really cool? Yeah, I can do magical stuff, but not right now. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know. Do they have like magic blockers here?
Do you have any magical properties?
No.
Have you noticed anybody in the village that usually does not being able to utilize them?
No.
Do those soldier guys have magic?
It might just be us.
Some of them do. Yes.
Yep, they turned our magics off.
Well, it might just be
So
us.
I can't use my magics, but
Magics.
can I?
You bunch of magi.
Well, I can show you my really cool magical sword. Or I mean, my magical bow.
And
My sword pulls out the crossbow.
he's just like, the fuck?
Do you smell burnt toast?
And Pinwin, when you remove Oathbow from your back or wherever you pull it out of, you've noticed that its appearance has changed. It is now no longer the standard looking bow. It's a little bit smaller and bright blue, and carved on it is a little heart.
Well, that's a new
But as you
development.
kind of whip it out, Lumsa is just like,
Wow, a real adventurous weapon.
Lumps and Pinwin were in the lower part of the class during cadet training. No, it's a bow!
Yeah, you stab with it.
And my little cat boots work too, right?
yes.
Okay, so I'll climb over on the wall and stand on
You
the wall
can't.
sideways.
You can't
Oh.
climb on the wall. You were only able to do that because of the spell.
What?
These cat boots don't walk on the wall.
They make you jump and
Oh,
always
that's
land
right.
on your feet.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
I
So-
cast spider climb on you before.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'll jump. I'll just jump really high and then pretend to fire an arrow.
Okay. So you like
Yeah,
you,
yep.
you strike a pose in the air, and when you land, he's just like,
Ah, that was great.
And I'll take a bite of the potato.
Everybody was wrong about you, Pinwin. You are an adventurer.
I know. I told him.
As they're having their exchange, I'm going to investigate my own bow
okay.
and see if there are any changes to that.
There are no changes to your bow.
I'm going to investigate the blade of Kiriki.
Kirikianj.
Kirikian.
Kirikianj now has a green tinted blade to it.
Any other changes I can discern?
You hit puberty finally.
That's it.
Whoa! That's bigger. And it's a different color now?
Wonderful.
Radiating yellow.
I really got to get some circulation down there.
Yeah, I might need a bath. Okay.
Well, now that
That's
I'm done
strange.
showing off, can I see, like, can I just investigate my bow and see what the hell's going on with it? Or just, it looks different?
It looks different. That's all you can tell about it.
Did anything happen when Pinwin took a bite of the potato?
I mean, you just took a bite of the potato.
Okay, so it's not a special potato.
Now you have dirt in your mouth.
No. It's just a potato.
It's
Yeah.
just a hot pepper.
It tastes like
Your
potato.
run-of-the-mill potato.
Yeah.
Potato!
Okay,
All right, are you ready to do this thing?
maybe we should try and find those fey creatures.
Excuse me?
Maybe we should try and find the cute little fairies we saw.
Try and find them.
Yeah.
Would have made more sense to do that when you were right there.
Where?
What do you mean?
You've been like wandering an hour since then.
Yeah, where?
Well, they're not. They're last. I mean, they moved away. They're not in the same spot.
You're right. They did move away to San Francisco, where they will never be seen or heard from again.
Well, where I found them was at my dad's shop. That's where I found them originally, and that's actually how I got so good at being a bard.
From the Pixies? Mm-hmm. I mean, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. They write some really good songs.
Mm-hmm. What?
So are you guys going? out the door.
We probably should we go there first just to see? It might be good to have some like magical backup.
Where in proximity is this shop?
It's outside of the village in the Blood Forest.
So kind of the other. I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of didn't think about it until now. I mean, I also didn't realize how many soldiers were here. So
I'm starting to understand why you and Lumpsa get along so well. Let's focus on the task at hand, and if we end up back in the forest or backtracking, and it's on the way, we can check it out.
What if we need it?
Need what?
We need their help.
For what? Will they be there? Why would they be there? What help could they provide?
I don't know why they were there before. That's kind of weird. I don't know.
I'm going to go and try and speak with their commanding officer. Please follow me and be my backup. Can I count on you?
Yeah.
We need to find out what's going on. We need to find out what happened to our friends.
You're right. You're right. Maybe they'll find me. I don't know. I don't know how they work.
So you guys leave
I'm alone.
Lumpsa's.
I'm truly alone in this world.
You guys leave Lumpsa's house, and you kind of stay back a little bit, trying to hide there, Pinwin.
Mm-hmm.
And you step out, and you can see a cluster of Inquisition guards. There's about 6 of them, about 50 feet away from you in the center of the road. Willem.
Where's the mayor's house?
All the way on the other end. You can see this, like, basically big, overgrown looking house, kind of almost looks like it's perched precariously on just a main column tree.
Okay. And this gaggle of guards is in between us and the mayor's house?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and approach him.
Okay.
If you... I can't guess better to climb. Can you get up in the trees?
You can get
Can
up.
I get up in the trees? Can I get... Of course I can get up in the trees. You said I'm the sneakiest. I'm the sneakiest.
I asked if you could be the sneak. I still am the sneakiest person I know.
Yeah, you were kind of hinting
confuse.
that I was.
Let's not split hairs. Get up in the fucking trees.
All the guards see them arguing.
Hey, that's Pinwin.
Hurry, kill them!
They're arguing about sneaking.
Very clearly.
Get up in the trees. Don't be seen. Don't lose your head either. Like, let's try and not, cause a big scene.
So, Pinwin, you know where everything is in this village. And so, if you'll allow me, you kind of walk over next to one of the trees, still staring at Willem, hit like a little... and just shoot by rope right up into the trees.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
fantastic.
Just Fonzie the fuck out of that tree.
You approach... and now you approach this group of guards, Willem.
Just see Willem trying to do that too, and then it just doesn't work. He's frantically hitting the tree.
A branch just falls.
A squirrel latches onto my neck. Okay. So I'm gonna approach the guards, like hands kind of in front of me, raised up, to let them know, hey, I'm not meaning any harm here. I hear the Inquisition is looking for the Wolves of Moonreach.
They all kind of turn and look. Are you drunk? What are you doing out of your uniform?
It was stolen by one of those flying fucks.
Those gliders.
I was bathing in the river, and
Why were you bathing in the river?
because
There's
one
a
of them
bathhouse here.
because I was out on patrol and one of them pissed all over me and I needed to fucking wash it off, and then they made off with my armor.
Give me deception at advantage.
Good thing you're the race of the enemy.
Whoa. 32.
32. Okay. Yeah, they believe the shit out of that.
Those damned gliders. I can't wait till we're no longer here.
They do seem troublesome and a bit of a nuisance.
If we could only catch them. Perhaps they taste good.
I mean, they do look like they'd have some pretty gamey meat on them, but there might be some good parts in there.
Get a disease of some kind. I don't know what they what is even to eat all the way up there.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll find some good stuff. I'm just going to make my way over here.
What? You said something about the wolves.
Yeah. Sounded like might have found something out in the forest there. Might have to go check it out. I was just going to report to the commanding officer here and let him know what's going on.
Deception, please. At advantage.
Ooh, that was a good one. Sweet. Okay. 34.
That's it. That's a great point. Let's if they're out there could be spoils in it for us. Thank you. What was your name?
The name's Val.
Val. I don't recall you being in part of the ledger of soldiers.
They just switched me out from one of the other camps.
Oh, all right. Well, all right, Val. Let's say you point us in the right direction, and you go put your armors on. I will not say anything to the higher-ups, and in return, I'll give you a share of the spoils if you allow us to go quell this threat.
Sounds like a plan to me, and I reach out my hand to shake his.
All right, he shakes.
So if you leave the main gate here, you go about 100 feet out, take a sharp left, and if you travel for roughly, depending on how quick you guys are, you look like you're pretty agile.
There we are. Yes.
Maybe about 45 to 60 minutes that direction.
Oh, well, that's quite a ways out.
You'll come to a clearing, and I found what looked like a little bit of a campsite out there.
Campsite.
Can't miss it.
All right. Well, we'll be off. Thank you, Val.
Good luck.
Yes. Yes. And come find us later, and we'll have a share of the spoils for you.
Absolutely. I'm sure the commander will be most pleased.
Most pleased. And they run off.
Accommodations in for everybody.
And now we're going to switch to Hirstag and Gorbel.
Oh, fuck.
I'm so excited for this.
You guys got all relaxed and shit. And now you're all up in the mess.
Or you might be doing a shopping montage.
Yeah, they're just having a blast right now.
Hirstag in the city.
Oh, I just got your text. Sorry. I'll work that in.
Okay.
Okay, so Hirstag and Gorbel, you passed out immediately after arriving.
Really?
Yes.
In the middle of the street?
In the middle of the street, and you're awakened by someone roughly shoving you with their boot.
What the fuck?
Nah.
Hey!
Get out of the alley! What are you doing? It's not safe. You get run over by a cart. You're looking into the face of a kind of a short, burly, half-elf woman.
Ma'am, who the fuck are you?
My name is Larea, and that's quite rude. Who the fuck are you?
I don't think that's any of your business.
I told you my name, and
Ma'am,
here
I
you...
don't even know where I am
I
right
just
now.
woke you up. There's tons of carts racing down this road, and the two of you are just
of carts
passed
where?
out in the middle of the road like
I'll
drunkards.
just roll over and go back to
No, this
sleep.
one I understand, but you look like you... Yeah.
Ma'am, I am very confused.
What are you doing here?
Where is here?
In the middle of the road.
Where is this road?
In Deepminster? How
Deepminster?
How deep into your cups are you?
Minster.
We had a few drinks. Just like two drinks.
2 drinks.
Is it bright outside?
Yeah, it's boiling bright mid-afternoon.
He's a lightweight. I had maybe a few too many. I apologize for.
You're both on the street. Just playing it cool.
Why are we talking to this lady?
Because this lady just stopped someone from stampeding over you.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you. We're going to go sober up.
That's probably a good idea.
I agree. God bless.
Yes. Do you? Do you require any coin at all?
I mean,
I'm pretty
I
broke.
feel like
He wasn't.
She takes a copper out of like a little satchel and kind of like
Thank you. for
hands
your-
it to you like she's afraid you're gonna give her a
For
disease.
your mercy.
Well, yeah. Maybe take it to and find a way of cleaning yourself, please.
okay, you don't
God.
need to be preachy.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'll be off then. Try not to get trampled by any carts or horses or anything else, please. I would hate to have that on my conscience after I tried so hard to get you out of the way.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Goodbye now.
And she walks off.
I was still laying down the whole time.
Okay, yeah. That's why you're just like, ugh.
I kneel down. I kneel down next to Hirstag. What the fuck?
I'm just laying on my back looking up at her.
Hirstag, get the fuck up. We need to find everybody else. I start rushing around the alley trying to see if I can find traces of any of my companions.
Give me an investigation check.
Fuck.
I'll save you the
I have to roll
investigation
things?
check. I'll save it for you. You find no trace of your companions.
I rolled a 2, so
Definitely nothing.
And you're lost.
My back hurts real bad and my leg.
Yeah, you guys feel real exhausted. You guys also will be losing points on your, if you didn't already allocate that.
All of
Each
the
one of your abilities has 1 point taken away from it.
I feel so weak.
me too. But where is everybody else?
Well, they're not here.
Herstag,
We
you're still
figured
lying
that
on
out.
the fucking ground.
I'm
Have you
trying to
even
get up.
opened your eyes all the way?
Sore. Give me a. Here, I'll get I'll balm myself. Balm me.
I don't need to see this, man.
Does my balm work?
Your balm does not work.
My balm isn't working.
This is pathetic. To watch.
Well, you try something. You're hurting.
Yeah.
Try to cure yourself or
All
something.
right, give it here.
Nothing happens.
It's not like a.
Yeah, it's
not
not a thing. You just basically took nothing out of his hands and then what?
It's how I like to imagine it.
Oh, tiger balm. I get it.
The lotion of the summer court.
Does your
He gets experience.
Yeah, 5 experience.
does your healing spells work or anything?
I don't know.
Well, if my balm, this reminds me of the Starlight Plane, because that's when my abilities weren't working.
Okay, well, this is not the Starlight Plane. This is Deepminster.
Yeah, you've
It's
never
the
been here
capital
before,
city.
Hirstag.
And you are sticking out like a sore thumb.
All right,
This is embarrassing.
can you just help me up?
Yes, come on.
And then you help him up very slowly.
For a very short man, you are very, very heavy.
Okay. I got a lot of ores in my bag. That's probably why.
Okay.
Yeah.
More like Oreos.
I've experienced.
Thank you.
Okay, where are we going?
We need to find our group. Can you hear anything through the bond? I start calling out to
There is no bond anymore.
son of a bitch.
I'm staring at her intently.
I can't hear you through
I was trying it.
It's gone.
Okay. Well, what the hell happened?
I don't know. I think we got split up, and I don't know how the fuck we got to Deepminster. How far away is that from where we were?
Pretty much on the other side of the continent.
Shit.
Or the country.
We are so far. So fucking far away.
Have I heard of Deepminster?
You would have heard
you
of
know
Deepminster, but
anything
you would have never been there.
About the country you're from?
You may not know
Not a-
necessarily that it's the capital, but you would have heard the term Deepminster.
I've heard the name of Deepminster, but I don't know where it is. I don't know what it is.
It's the capital.
It looks big. I mean,
It's
these
huge.
buildings look big.
Yeah, you guys are surrounded by, I guess I should describe it, massive buildings. There are tons and tons of just closely packed streets and alleyways, and you feel like even in your small area, it's busier in a 30-foot radius than any other village in Valtel. And you, Hirstag, are very, almost intimidated by several large, glittering silver towers that peek up over the tops of all the other buildings. They're the tallest thing that you've ever seen other than a mountain.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of mountains.
Okay.
Man-made thing.
Yeah, mountains are taller than those things.
First things first. You look like you just crawled out of a fucking hole.
Well, I'm bleeding all over, like I'm really damaged. Am I still damaged? I guess I should have asked.
Yeah. You guys would have received the benefit of a short rest.
I'm going to try to heal
That's
you.
like nothing.
Okay.
I'll take what I can get.
I'll just wait here while you do that.
I'm going to cast Healing Word really quick.
It does not work.
Fuck. You're on your own.
Well, I guess
Alright,
we're
well,
going to
at
have
least-
to heal up the old-fashioned way and just...
Ew. All right, come here. I pull out my water skin and I use a rag or
I'll
a
pull
piece of
my hood down and
cloak or
prepare.
something.
Close my eyes and prepare for whatever she's
and I
planning
start
to do.
kind of wiping him off, and I look at him and tilt my head, and good enough. I get out my disguise kit, and I do a little work. Can we leave the hood down, maybe? Just while we're in the city?
My hair is really dirty.
Well, let me... Here. I get a barrette and my comb out, do a little styling.
Okay.
It's no Pinwin braid, but it'll do.
I can't see it.
You don't need to.
I'll trust your...
Okay, well, at least you look somewhat acceptable.
Did you get hurt in that fight?
Not too bad, no. I mean, yeah, some.
Oh. Yeah, I got really jacked up. They were, that was a rough fight.
Yeah, that was fucking terrible.
So we're not in work rag anymore,
Absolutely not. We are in Deepminster.
and we just saw some crazy shit.
You mean that lady?
Yeah. And Tomar didn't die.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
was that Lewin that said something before we left?
I believe so.
This is a pickle.
And I think we are split up from the group. And I don't know if they're still there. I don't know if Aro is dead. I mean, he looked like he would not survive. But
They could be.
they could still be fighting.
I imagine Lewin took care of them. But why did she send us here?
I don't know.
Why did
Okay.
she split the group up?
So, you know that before you came along, we've been here before.
I've heard you mention Deepminster.
And this is where the council is. And I feel like we need to be a little incognito here.
Because they're chasing you guys. Or hunting you.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I need you to walk with a lot of confidence. I also need you to be prepared to lie. And I know you can do it.
I have been preparing my speaking abilities.
You're seriously
For
doing
just
fantastic,
this.
Hirstag. I say as I'm putting on my own bit of disguise makeup.
Okay.
What is your disguise?
Just an uglier version of myself.
Well, shit. We can't cast spells. What's the plan then? What do we do?
I don't know. But we need to get to the bottom of this. We need to find our group. But I'm also getting the feeling like maybe it was no accident that we were sent here. Remember when we all had those crazy dreams? Mine was here.
It was, wasn't it?
And I think this is where Jennifer is. I know this is where Jennifer is.
I
know this is
scryed
where
on Jennifer.
I scryed on Jennifer, right?
Yeah. She was in I described the room to you, and it sounded like you knew where she was.
God, I don't remember my way around this city.
Maybe it's like our destiny or something.
Maybe. But without any magical abilities, I don't know how we're going to do this.
Jennifer has magical abilities.
How are we going to get to her? Okay. Plan.
Hirstag at a loss for words.
Plan. It's dangerous. It's foolish. It's a terrible idea. But here it is. So, what if we pretend to be pretending to be us? Hear me out.
Whoa.
I know. You know how the council, or we believe it to be the council, has sent out another group posing as us?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we pretend to be them. Maybe we go and request to see the council.
Okay.
Hirstag, give me a perception check.
You do not understand this plan.
That is a really good first roll for those dice. 29.
29.
Oh, he is picking up what I'm putting down.
Well, not only that, but as she's speaking, you kind of zero in on a poster behind her. And emblazoned.
Is it Scholastic?
Scholastic?
Yeah, from like those book giveaways.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the book fair.
Yeah.
It is not.
Dude, book fair was so lit.
Yeah,
They're so lit.
It was
So
my
so
favorite.
They're
magical.
awesome.
Oh my
so
God,
magical.
it was
Every
so
time
great.
I was like, yeah, goosebumps. Yeah.
Oh, I would always get...
My dude.
I got this book about saving manatees, and it came with a little stuffed manatee. Oh, it was the fucking
It's the best when they come with extra stuff.
I know.
Everybody remember Franklin the turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like a 3-pack, and it came with a little plush Franklin
Oh,
the
so
turtle.
cute.
Oh my God, it was adorable. I love it.
Sorry, we're dorks. We deviated.
Yeah, we were like kids who read or whatever.
Oh, what's on the poster then?
Franklin the turtle.
On the book.
Just,
Tonight only.
Franklin
Like, there's a
is
book
related
fair.
to
Give me
Valeris.
just 1 second to perceive what the
So
poster
as she's
is.
speaking to you, over her shoulder on the poster, you see a emblazoned bright colors. It says, "Last show of the year," and it says, "The Lions of the Reach," a play written by Ricardo Nightingale.
Wait, what is that?
And on the poster, you can see what appears to be very exaggerated caricatures of the wolves. You see a squat dwarf with a flaming huge, like basically wreath of flaming hair and beard, carrying a massive war pick. You see a huge half-orc like man who has like this huge, like these huge pauldrons on his shoulders, and he's just got scars everywhere, and he's got big claws on his finger, like he's got basically like Edward Scissorhands. You see that there is a slim and slight half-elf woman with a couple of daggers and strawberry blonde hair, and you also see that there is a beautiful
I love Valtel.
there is a beautiful half-orc woman who carries a gigantic sword and also carries a lute in her hand. And then in the front is a beefy, muscular halfling with a huge mustache, a huge hat, and a huge wolf next to him. On the poster, he's holding 2 swords, and it looks like he's got a huge bow slung over his shoulders. And he seems to be the main character.
What the hell?
Yeah, look right behind your shoulder there. Is that?
Is that Pinwin?
Nah, he's way beefier than
Wait.
Pinwin is.
Wait, what's that name down there?
Ricardo Nightingale.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
is that
Pinwin's
you're even
alias?
closer to the poster than I am.
I hurt my eyes
Oh,
when
right,
we were transported here.
right. I'm
They're
sorry.
sore.
So,
Fell right on my eye.
can you read the headline of it then?
No, my eyes hurt really bad, Hirstag.
Read it for me, you dick.
All right, I will read the sign to Gorbel.
It says the Lions of the Reach.
The Lions of the Reach
a play by Ricardo Nightingale.
Oh, that sounds fucking familiar.
I swear I've heard that name.
Isn't Ricardo Pinwin's alias?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
what
strange.
time is this tonight? I feel like we have to go. If Pinwin finds out that we saw this and didn't go, can you imagine how pissed he would be?
Yeah. I'll look for the time of day it's supposed to play.
It is the last show tonight.
Last show tonight.
I mean, that's perfect timing.
Are we going to the show?
Well, I feel like we have to. That's no coincidence. A poster would be right there with a play about us.
Destiny.
We land in this alley. Exactly. What time of day is it?
It's mid-afternoon.
But I think we have a while.
Yeah, we should probably take a
where is
rest
it?
or something.
Where's that?
Arfie's Ale House.
Arfie's Ale House.
Have I been there?
You have not.
Whose fees?
Never heard of it.
We might have to ask somebody where it is.
In the meantime, yes, you should probably rest. But also, I need to find that fucking yellow door from my dream.
So we have a few things that we need to cross off the list while we're here.
Yeah, this is going to be a very packed day.
Yeah.
You guys should probably talk about it more.
Yeah, so whereabouts is that door?
I don't know.
You've never seen it before
No,
in
I've
real
seen
life?
it. I'm just trying to remember where in the city it was. Where it was.
Give me a history check. Add advantage.
I don't feel like this is going to be the good.
Did Pinwin basically do what that episode of SpongeBob did when SpongeBob drew himself and then it came to life? Did I make Ricardo come to life?
Remember what happened to Pinwin before the arc started?
No.
I don't.
Well, Pinwin should. We'll talk about it.
14.
14? Okay, you're pretty sure it was somewhere by the docks. You remember that a lot of the buildings were old and abandoned.
Okay, I remember kidnapping a guard, beating him senseless. I think it's by the docks.
You beat a guard?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Should've been here.
So which way is the docks? Hold on,
Breathing
don't
in to
tell me.
Sniff for water.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to perceive or
Give me
use my
investigation.
survival.
Yeah, give me perception for both of you. See if you can tell.
That's the same
Yeah.
ability score.
14.
26.
Oh, okay. So you can't really get over this kind of the bad smell of the kind of alley street combo you're in with all these people walking around.
You never get used to that piss smell, you know?
But Hirstag is used to that piss smell, so he can smell beyond it.
Yeah, no, I totally understand where you're coming from.
And you can actually smell a bit of like the salty air of what appears to be the ocean.
Yeah, so there's pee and then there's ocean that way. But yeah, the pee is
literally just smells like an
overwhelming. I'm
ocean of
not
piss.
used to it. Like I'm right on the same page with you.
Yeah, it's gross, right?
Yeah, so gross. But yeah, we can go that way, and maybe the door's over there. Maybe that's like a place we can sleep or something.
I mean, I described my dream, and it sounded like a gory, terrible scene inside.
I don't remember that part. We should be careful.
Yeah, but you remember Jennifer was in there, and she was like dead, and
Oh,
my old pal Lufric
I
was
forgot
in there,
all
and
that.
he also was not alive.
are you sure you don't want a nap or something before you handle this?
I mean, maybe, but it's always hard to judge those things, you know? Like, you're so tired, but also there's something very pressing and urgent. Like,
Yeah.
which do you choose?
Are you guys going that direction as you're talking about how little time
Let's
you
get
have?
out of this piss area.
I mean, well, yeah, I don't have spells. I'm not feeling the best. We can...
How injured are you?
I'm pretty injured. Not feeling great.
Okay.
I can't remember. Did I cast Goodberry
You did.
earlier in the day?
You did, because you did it to show Kirid.
So I should have like 9 Goodberries left.
Probably.
If I gave him one.
Mhm.
I'm going to try to eat my good berries.
Okay.
They are magical. They retain their healing property for 24 hours.
Okay.
So I try to eat one.
It works.
Hey, my good berries are working.
You smoking them?
I'm popping them in.
All right. All of them?
Yep.
All right. All 9?
Wait, how are you doing?
I'm a little hungry.
There you go.
Gives one. One is all you need, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
How
One
much
is
do
all you
those-
need.
It's like lembas bread.
How much do those do?
They heal 1 point.
Yes.
Use.
Sweet. I'm feeling a lot better now.
Good. Okay. Should we head in that direction?
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so you guys head towards the docks. You pass a lot of different folk along the way. Some people kind of look over at you, Gorbel, with interest, as if they're trying to place you. But everybody kind of just leaves you alone as you walk through. Most people are too busy to look up.
Does it feel like people are staring at us?
Not me.
That lady was side-eyeing me so hard.
Have you seen her before?
No.
And you guys continue walking. After about a half hour, you make it to the docks. And Hirstag, this might be the first docks you've ever visited. There are...
Wasn't he at the docks when we were fighting that weird big monster?
Yes, those are smaller docks, though. So I guess... Yeah, you've seen docks before, but never oceanside docks, and never of this magnitude.
Have I seen the ocean before?
You may not have. I don't think
was
you ever
pretty,
have.
like,
Yeah.
just landlocked there.
So
in the
even
forest.
better, this is the first time you've ever seen the ocean, and it spans as far as you can see, Hirstag. And along the docks are hundreds and hundreds of ships that have moored in, and you can see that they're taking cargo out. Things are going in. People are walking around on the decks of these ships. People are coming off. There's a ton of vendors kind of screaming out at different people as they walk by. This is a very busy, pulsating mass of almost, intentional chaos. And it might be overwhelming for someone who spent their life in the forest.
Whoa.
Okay, calm down. You're overreacting.
I've never seen that much water.
Yeah, it's called an ocean. Maybe we should see if Mandorin is around.
Maybe we should explore the ocean.
Maybe we should save that for another time.
Hirstag
I mean, just
splashes
like,
in the
I'm
water.
thinking like long term. That'd be fun.
I mean, yeah.
I could turn into like a swimming creature. Go looking for treasure.
Does Gorbel
We should
remember?
come back here.
Does Gorbel remember that Mandorin was like performing in Deepminster?
Would you remember that?
Why wouldn't I?
I guess, yeah. You probably heard Pinwin talk about it enough, so...
I mean, that was kind of like a big fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is that?
That's very far away from the docks.
Son of a
That's
fuck.
up near the castle.
Ah!
The glass amphitheater.
City's so big.
I know, it's majorly inconvenient.
And this city is big. You can see off the docks that there are an array of ships that are all kind of traveling in unison towards some point off in the distance.
Is it that cigarette?
You
What do you
can't
see out there?
see anything
I
out
wanna-
there, but
My eyes
Can I
still
like
hurt.
try to see something?
give me a perception check.
Can I try to see?
Roll perception check, please. 20. Do I see any spires in the ocean?
You don't see any spires in the
Pyramids.
ocean, but you do see that beyond those ships, it looks like there's more clusters of ships traveling off a ways.
Like what direction?
They're all heading northeast.
So that's northeast. You see those ships?
Yeah.
Why would they be going that way?
I don't know.
Do you think the Ziggurat's that way?
I think that's probably a good hunch.
So there's like a bunch of... It's like a happening place. People just go there and ships. And are those warships?
I can't tell.
Yeah, they're a little far away. Okay. We can try to find that.
Okay, I guess that's another thing we need to do while
Yeah.
we're here.
So much stuff.
That's a big city for you. Okay.
How are we ever going to get rest here? Too much stuff to do.
How they call it the city that never sleeps. I get it now.
Yeah. All right, where's that door?
Sleepminster.
Whoa, 5 experience.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, I just need to retrace my steps here. Fuck, I don't know
You
if I'm
should
even...
Close your eyes and sit down and like meditate.
Do you think that'll work?
Yeah, that's what I do. You
I've
can like
never done
sense
that.
the area around you. You never tried that?
I mean, I guess it's worth a try.
You find there's like a big coil of heavy rope kind of right by you. You could sit on.
Just like right here?
Yeah, you just gotta like fold your legs. Kind of like how I do. You've seen me do it.
I close my eyes and I try my best to remember.
Give me history.
Nah, man.
What'd you get?
11.
11. You know that it's a bit like you remember that it's kind of off a road away from the docks. How you got there was from the docks, but it's real hard to remember. But you don't think that it was where you're at right now.
Where were we heading to when we saw it?
You guys were heading back towards the castle.
Back towards the castle. Hirstag, where's the castle? Do you see it?
Give me perception.
16.
You can ways away, like you can just see what appears to be like super tall walls and then like a little glimmer of a castle spire.
That looks about like a castle.
Okay.
Really far.
Basically
you
on
go
the
to
other
the
side of the
castle
city.
now? I thought we were looking for a door.
We are. I think we have to go that way.
Well, good job. You could be a druid probably.
Thank you. But no thanks.
Better up that wisdom score.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so you start heading down a path, walking along, and you notice people still kind of occasionally will do a double take.
What's going on with that?
You're noticing that too, right?
Yeah.
And at one point, as you're walking down, a little girl walks up to you, Gorbel, and she's got like really big eyes, and she looks very impressed. And she like looks you up and down, and she says, "Excuse me."
Who sent you?
What are you doing here,
I'm sorry,
kid?
Hi.
Hi.
Speak up.
Spit it out, you little shit.
We're on our way somewhere.
She looks over at you, Hirstag. Looks kind of like nervous and hurt.
Oh, don't worry about him.
He only has 9 charisma.
On our way. We're on our way.
What do you want?
You little squirt. Are you the actress in the play?
I'm an actress.
Are you in the Lions of the Reach?
I just might be. Have you seen it?
No, I'm gonna go see it tonight.
Oh, I hear that.
But my
I mean,
friends saw
that's
it.
the last performance.
They said it was really cool, and there was a really cool female bard, and she like fights people and punches people.
What was your friend's favorite part?
When they beat the dragon and they beat a bunch of barbarians.
Who's your favorite hero from it?
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but if and she looks really bashful, and you can see that she's like holding a piece of paper behind her back.
Oh.
Spit it out, kid.
She nervously takes the blank piece of paper out, and she's like holding like a little piece of charcoal as well. Will you sign this?
Absolutely. I don't know what that actor's name is, so I'm just going to scribble something.
Like your normal signature.
And then I draw a little smile underneath.
She takes it back. She hugs it. Thank you. And she runs off. And you're still holding her charcoal.
Do you want...
She's gone. Just toss the charcoal.
That was the key to saving the universe. It's like, fuck this charcoal.
Wait,
Getting all
maybe
over
I
my
could
hands.
I could probably use that for a spell component or something. I'm gonna go pick the charcoal up.
Yep.
All right, just put that in my
All right,
pocket
you
there.
take the charcoal.
Okay. So are we looking out for this door as we're
Yes.
walking?
Yes.
Okay.
Bright
can-
yellow door.
You continue
Okay.
to walk through.
It'll make you feel sad.
What? I don't want to feel sad.
Well, I don't either, Hirstag, but I have to...
It's a door that makes you feel sad.
Yes, it's weird.
That's
I don't know.
Weird magic. Okay.
You continue to walk, and you realize you begin walking through an area that starts to look familiar, as most of the houses look abandoned. They look like they were at one point very grand places, perhaps homes of nobility, but now they have kind of fallen to time. And
This is feeling familiar.
Yeah, this is bumming me out.
Feel-
I don't like the architecture here.
I mean, it looks like it was nice at one point.
you can see that some of the
It's
people
not very dwarven.
Oh,
Walking-
because it's not made out of sticks and stones.
you can see that some of the people that are walking by are a little bit rougher around the edges looking. They look at both of you, but not in the way that the previous people were. They're looking at you more like, are you an easy target, or are you somebody who's going to attack them? They look very, everybody that walks by you here seems suspicious.
I look back the same way.
Eyeing them up like we're ready to take their stuff.
One of the guys just, "Ugh," and he like turns it quickly down an alley.
That would have been an easy target.
I think we're pretty set on money right now, but
Yeah,
I mean, if we're ever in need,
right.
we know where to go.
This could be like a new job that we could do.
Bandits.
Yeah.
So you guys continue on, and eventually you spot this big garish mansion, Gorbel, with a bright yellow door. The paint has been a bit chipped. The doorway itself has been a little damaged. The windows have definitely been broken out. But this is the house that you saw in your dreams and before.
Hirstag.
And as you guys get closer to it, you're overcome with this intense sense of dread.
This is it.
I know what you were talking about now. That is something else. That's like evilness or something.
I don't want to go in.
Yeah, me neither. This is like a really bad time to not be able to cast spells.
Yeah,
too.
it's a terrible time.
I feel like that's
We don't have
evil.
our backup, but I don't know. Like, I
You remember
can't.
like that gunky evil we found,
Yeah.
and like when we were in that town, like that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Like,
But how
don't
can I
know.
not go in after a dream like that?
you can't not go in. Wait, we must go in.
New t-shirt.
We can't not.
Wait.
We must go in.
I mean, yeah, it's inevitable, but like I just got a stick right now. I can just like hit stuff with my stick.
Hirstag, can you see anything through those windows?
Let me try to see.
I try to peep through too.
All right, give me perception checks, guys.
Do you still have your stone hammer?
Yeah, but that's just a hammer.
18.
16.
All right. You guys both see it's dark inside. You can't really see anything moving. It just looks like a big
I don't
abandoned
see any
house.
dead bodies of my loved ones.
Not from where you're at.
I'm gonna look around and see if Anyone spotted us peeking into this random building?
Okay, we'll roll that as part of your perception check. No, the people who have seen you aren't, like I said, they're more suspicious of your motives as opposed to what you're doing. They probably all, you can kind of glean that they're probably in this area for some reason they don't want you looking at them too closely on.
Okay. Hirstag, I feel like maybe now is not the best time to go in, and I'm not saying that because I'm afraid of what I'm going to see.
I'm really afraid.
Okay, me too.
This is a creepy
But
door.
Maybe we should try to do some research. Let's ask around, but we need a cover.
What's up with that door?
So, here's the plan. We're new in town. We're a couple. We are buying. We're looking to buy a house. And we love this one. It has great old bones or something like that. Let's ask around and see who owns it. Maybe that will give us a hint.
Oh, that's good thinking.
All right. Now,
Do we have to be a couple, though? Why can't I just be like your roommate?
That's so weird. Nobody trusts adult roommates.
Like, that's just another lie to, it's like adding more to the lie. Like, it's making it more complicated.
You think we would ever be roommates?
I mean, we've been hanging out for a while. I got a house. I could make another room.
Oh, that's nice.
I was waiting for the... You think there's more chance of us being a couple?
All right.
All right.
However you want to. I mean, I probably won't talk very much.
Are there any businesses that we can see around here?
No, it's all abandoned, like, residents for the most part. There's, like, barely any people here, and the people you see are very shady.
All right. Well, let's
You see one guy walking along. He looks like a human guy. Kind of has a limp to his walk, a big boil on his head.
Okay, let's ask that fellow.
The boil head. Gotcha.
Okay. I take Hirstag by the arm. Excuse me, sir.
Sir? What do you want? What do you want?
Oh,
It's my money. If you kids try to take it from me, I'll cut you. I'll cut your whole face
You're a
off.
goddamn crazy old guy archetype.
He's reaching into his
I can assure you that
robes.
is not. We do not want your money.
What do you want?
Information.
I nudge Hirstag. Change of plans. My partner and I, we've been looking around Deepminster. We're looking to invest our money into some of the old buildings and maybe revitalize the area a little bit.
Why would you be interested in doing something like that?
I mean, look at this place. It's gorgeous. It just needs a
He,
little,
like, scowls
a
at
little TLC.
There's just so much potential.
Potential robberies, potential arson.
Well, that's why we fix it up.
What do you want from me?
We were just curious. We're very interested in this mansion right over here, the one with the yellow door. Do you know anything about
I'd pick a different place. That place is... there's a bad juju all around that thing.
Well, who owns it?
I don't know. I don't think anyone owns it. I think
Do you
it's...
know its history at all?
Much like a lot of this, it was during the riots, all of these houses were attacked by the common folk, and the nobles were driven out.
Yeah. It's creeping me out.
You're by the creepy
Like
house.
I'm imagining
It's like you're talking to someone and the
I'm
creepy house
imagining
is being
seeing in the
creepy right
past
next to you, and
and
you're like,
seeing all these nobles dragged out by like poor folks and like
That's-
hung in the streets.
That's
and,
kind of what happened.
oh,
You guys, I mean, you would have heard a little bit about it.
Do you know what noble family used to live here?
I don't know. They probably got a crest in there or something.
Do you know anyone that knows about crests?
What do I look like? A crest wizard?
I've never seen one, so maybe.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You know what, sir? We are business people, and we are just trying.
Yeah, it looks like you're in the business of hassling good-natured folk. I gotta go get this boil drained, and you're wasting my time.
I'm gonna give you a hand with that, buddy.
What does that mean?
just slap the boil.
I put my hand on the handle of my sword.
What?
I think you fucking know what I mean.
What do you, well, let's not be too
Yeah, it
hasty.
just got real.
I don't want any trouble.
Shit.
Anyway, thanks for your help. How about you get lost while we try to revitalize this fucking area? Bye.
But you get fucked.
Rude. Coming to my city doing all this stuff. He walks away, looking over his shoulder angrily.
So, we got a little bit out of that. That wasn't total waste.
Okay, so my fear is that this place is 100% haunted.
I feel that.
Should we just tear in there, or
Well, I have
feel like
this
we're wasting
magical
so much
staff.
what's it do?
I think
Ooh, yeah, you
Ghosts.
should have charges on that
you
thing.
can hit ghosts with magic weapons.
What if it's
Just
not
whap a
ghosts?
ghost.
Huh?
What if it's not a ghost?
What if it's
Well, anything. If it's a zombie or a human, I can whap a human pretty good.
Okay. All right. Well,
It's up to you. We can wait. We can go in. It
fuck it.
sucks because it's right
Let's
there.
just do it. Let's just do it.
Should we just kick the door in?
Maybe we try to be a little bit sneakier.
This has just been you guys being pussies for an hour.
Okay.
It's a
Here.
scary house.
I pull out.
Very scary yellow door.
I pull out my small bottle of Let's alcohol, which is getting down to the last bits probably. I take a swig. Do you need this?
Courage.
He also takes a swig.
Yes, let's.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 for that one.
Oh, sweet. wasn't even fishing for it. I'll take it.
Okay. We can do this. We are strong. We are powerful. We are badasses. We have survived so much shit. We can do this one little thing. We can open a yellow door. Okay.
Are you going to be more scared if the door is unlocked?
Ooh,
Or locked.
that's so unsettling. Who leaves their doors unlocked?
It's like they're expecting us.
Ugh.
It opens up as you
I
walk up.
say we try to turn the knob because
Okay.
I might run away if that happens.
Oh, no. Don't leave me. Okay. This is my dream. I feel like this is my thing. I'll open the door. But
I've
stay
got your
close.
back. Okay.
Have your staff ready.
Yeah, I have my courage. I've got my staff.
Okay.
So the handle of the door is a ornate iron ring.
Ew. Okay. I pull the
Ew.
ring. And then... Is it an innie or an outie or...
You'd think it was a push in. And
I
you
push.
push, and the door slowly slides open. And dust kind of filters out as if it hasn't been opened in a long time.
Be really quiet.
Does it make... Oh, there's the sound.
And you open up into a large, dusty foyer. You see a bunch of smashed furniture that's been lost to the tests of time. And
I do a quick scan for Lou, Frick, and Jennifer.
you see no living things there.
Okay.
Dead things.
You see no dead things. However, just off to your right, Gorbel, you see a large room that has a huge fireplace in it. And above the fireplace is a portrait. And it depicts a family. It shows a kind of a swarthy, dark-skinned gentleman, very handsome, looks like a soldier sort, standing next to a woman with light blue hair, long, very pretty, but very severe looking. Oh, and then underneath, in between the two of them, is a young girl. She looks like she's got slightly tan skin and very, very pale blue hair and very pale blue eyes. And she looks to be about 8 or 9 years old. Underneath the picture is a crest. And on the crest is a raven. Very similar to the raven you see emblazoned on your ring.
My hand with my sword drops to my side. Hirstag, I think I know where we're at.
Deepminster.
Okay, you totally killed my moment.
Table flip.
Dude, I think this is my mom's house.
Did you...
Well,
You didn't grow... You're from Moonreach.
No, she escaped the city
Oh.
as a child.
Like when the city was destroyed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shit.
I don't know what to make of it.
I don't know either.
At that moment, you guys hear a upstairs.
Oh God, vampires.
Now we are switching to Tomar. After being propelled through space and time, it seems like, you end up in a field. And one of the last things you notice before you fade to unconsciousness is you've had probably the worst time of it of anybody as far as energy levels and things being...
Are you sure?
I
Are
mean-
you sure I had the worst time? Because I also had the Nightmare Diamond inside of me. And
ripped out, and then you're
replaced with divine energy.
Yep.
And
I'm just saying it's exhausting work.
Feels like that would actually be revitalizing.
And as you lay in the grass of a field, you see off in the horizon a light kind of appear. You can't really tell what it is just from sight, and then you hear a loud explosion. It seems so far off that the light comes from very, very far away, and this loud explosion comes from very, very far away. But you are very sure, as you feel kind of the world change a little bit around you and your perception, that Wirecarag is active again. You're pretty sure, as you fade into unconsciousness, that you just witnessed from a great distance the mountain erupting.
as I fade into unconsciousness, a smile slowly creeps across my face.
And everything goes black for a moment. And when you come to, you feel like you're being slowly jostled. It almost reminds you of riding a horse at a slow pace. And you kind of blink, open your eyes, and you see that you are you have conjunctivitis, and you see that you are moving, not of your own accord, through these fields. It's fields as far as you can see. Off in the distance, you can see forest, but you're being carried on the back of Zyko.
Oh, I thought it was going to
He's carrying you on his back, and he's just walking at a slow pace. Doesn't seem burdened by your weight, and you're realizing now, when he started the journey with you guys, he was like this skinny, scrawny little kid, and now he's capable of carrying you. He feels very strong carrying you, and you're realizing now that he's not a kid anymore. And as you guys kind of move through the fields, you crest a hill, and far below you can see a little village. You can see maybe less than 10 buildings in this village, but you can see that there are people moving about. You can see that there's some sheep off in the distance, and Psycho kind of jostles you a little bit. You wake?
Yes, my friend. And I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. You can put me down, buddy.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. And he slowly lowers you to the ground.
How are you feeling?
A bit weak, but you seem like you needed a rest, so I thought I'd carry you here.
Do you know where we are?
Yeah, this is my village. This is Sheep Hair.
And you see people have noticed your presence, and they all kind of look. You can see the entire village kind of looking up, and then very excitedly start rushing towards you guys. And you can see all the villagers coming towards you. You can hear them going, "Zyko, Zyko, Zyko!" And he just kind of smiles. He's like,
Welcome to my village, Toma.
and that's where we're gonna end for the night.
Nice.
But we're Shadow.
He's not there.
Because at first I thought he was going to be riding on Shadow's back.
You were wrong.
And then he was on his back.
Well,
Switcheroo.
How are we going to do MVPC?
Obviously, I get it.
we might forego MVPC.
Nuh-uh. No.
What? Do you guys know?
We all did super
Hell no,
cool
they all
stuff.
Are fucking fine.
Why would you forego that?
I don't know.
It's gonna be hard.
He got 2
Hold
in
on.
a row.
Fine. We'll do MVPC. But everybody's going to take 1,500 experience points.
Oh yeah, those.
Oh
Yeah, I forgot that
shit.
Can't believe you split us up.
Yeah, I really painted myself into a corner on
You
this
said
one.
1,500?
Mm-hmm.
Word. We're just like
What
this
else do you
forever.
guys deserve experience for?
Absolutely nothing.
Not being afraid anymore.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Finding
Yeah,
my
we
way
both
back home
Fought our fear.
from the blonde forest.
Everybody can have an additional 100 experience for your various successes and failures during the last session. It was kind of a weird one since we split it up, so it's a little bit harder to do. However, let's roll into the MVPC. So, once again, hold up the finger indicating the person that you believe deserves MVPC. Willem will be 1. Tomar will be 2. Hirstag will be 3. Pinwin will be 4. And Gorbel will be 5. If you are confused, look, starting with Willem, at the position
Correlate the number
and
as
please,
such.
God, get it right. All right.
Wait,
This is
clockwise or
toughie.
counterclockwise?
I am fucking furious right now. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
We get it. I was kidding.
I'm not. So 1, 2, 3, fingers in the air. Okay, we've got. Hold them up high so I can see. Face them towards me. Okay, 4. 1, 5, 1, 4, 4. Okay, so we've got 2 votes for Pinwin. 2 votes. Wait, what did you have? You guys put your hand down.
I voted for Willem.
Okay. 2 votes for Willem.
See, that's why I always just keep my
Yeah.
numbers up.
Well,
And
usually
one,
knows.
Like he counted.
yeah, I forgot for some
I don't
reason.
know how he does.
You were telling us
For
to
the love
fucking
of God.
remember, and then you're
Hey,
dumbass.
okay, I'm allowed 1, okay? Most of the time I remember pretty well.
And we need a
Okay.
new DM.
So 2 votes for Pinwin, 2 votes for Willem, and 1 vote for Gorbel. Pinwin, why'd you vote for Gorbel?
Cause she's funny.
Thanks, Pinwin.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and that you remembered my nickname.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Alias and stuff. Yeah, that was fun.
Gorbel, why'd you vote for Willem?
Because he was coming up with plans and doing some deception, which I always enjoy. And I always love it when someone is super out of place. Like, it.
Fish out of water?
Yes, I love it. Hirstag was my next choice. I just love it when people are uncomfortable.
Hirstag, why'd you vote for Willem?
I loved his idea of just walking right up to the guards because I kept picturing them just like nabbing him instantly without saying anything, and it was going to be so funny. And then Pinwin was going to be like, "What?" So, yeah, I enjoyed his thing for that like picture in my mind. So
Nice.
yeah.
Willem, why'd you vote for Pinwin?
Just giving me a lot to play off of, as usual. Lindsey just slips right into Pinwin at this point, and it's kind of uncanny, and it freaks me out. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
Nice. Tomar, why'd you vote for Pinwin?
Pinwin was a really good foil to Willem and was really good at talking about his home and interacting with the people there, and prioritizing what Pinwin would prioritize.
Potatoes.
Yeah, exactly. So, yep.
Okay, so we've got a 2-way tie between Pinwin and Willem. So you each take 250 experience points. And do it. Well, that's it for tonight's episode, guys. I guess we'll see what happens with Tomar and Zyko in the next one, and maybe we'll see some resolution to the split. Are these guys ever going to get back together? Are we just going to have to do this separately forever, or will they eventually realign? Who knows? Anyway,
We're becoming bandits in Deepman Street. So.
yeah, the pussyfoot bandits, terrified to break into houses.
It's a creepy
It's
house.
really scary.
Well,
in
I
there.
mean, it's going to be hard to burglarize if you're scared of houses.
I think it's a vampire.
Anyway, thanks to Chad Piper for the intro song. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you listeners. Check out our social media, our Patreon, our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and just keep interacting with us. We love it. Anything else? Is that it, guys?
That's it.
All right. Well, we'll see you on the next episode. I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Goodbye. Goodbye.
I wish I had more flat surfaces around my house to put more candles.
What about Seth's head?
His face did not change.
Good one.
Thanks.
Is it a weird baby head?
Oh.
Just the mailman.
Yeah.
You can really see him, though. Just walk right on up.
Luna normally
I like that he
alerts
doesn't
me.
even seem to care. He's like, another podcast. Okay.
There's several happening on the block.
Can you imagine the shit that he's seen?
And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
And each week,
Where are you looking?
I know. It's always like she's doing the fucking baseball like batter where she's like calling it like it's gonna be a fucking home run.
It's
and
my
I'm
thing.
Michaela and I play
It's
Gorbel.
my thing, and that's how I enter any room. It's how I enter my house every single time.
Your eyes say to infinity and beyond every time.
We should get a photo of Michaela's and I'm Michaela and I play Gorbel face and put it on Patreon for
and
bonus
sign it.
content.
We'll put like the soft focus filter on it.
Then we get a bunch of fan art.
Get it
of just
airbrushed.
us,
Get it
like,
airbrushed on a bunch of sweatshirts.
With like cursive. And I'm Michaela and I play Gorbel. Stay sweet. Michaela.
XOXO.
Yeah, XOXO Michaela.
We couldn't get her.
She was far too busy.
Is this
okay.
quiet?
No, we're good.
You're quiet.
I am.
No.
Oh.
You're fine.
You're fine. But don't do that.
After being launched, propulsed, propelled through.
What does propulsed mean?
Let's see.
I'm gonna fucking kill everyone. I'm not redoing
It's
this.
where you
definitely know
propose,
repelled would
but
work.
your pulse is really
Stick to the
high.
rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
To repel, to drive off or away.
No,
Propulsed.
What is propulse?
I just told you that's what it means.
Oh, it's
Oh,
So
it
it
uses
is
the
a
other
word.
word in the definition? That's funny.
You guys land in a forest,
launched worked too.
I am gonna fucking.
You already had lunch. You already had lunch.
Yeah.
You guys,
Oh, right. It's past lunch.
and I already said launched. It was the first word I said, and then I said propulsed and propelled.
This
And
is a good show.
Compulsed, right?
Compulsory.
Compulsed?
Compost?
You guys are in a fucking. You guys are on the grass.
There's some fucking grass there.
It's dead now. Congrats.
Is it skunky
You pedantic assholes. Is pedantic a good enough word for you guys?
You were
I like that one.
pedantic through
Yeah,
A
come up with a
wormhole.
pun.